Hello, it's me. Tonight I'm just going to record whatever the hell I'm doing, and that's what I'm recording. So nothing in particular. I just thought I'd show you a typical night that I'd come back from work and what I'd maybe do. I'll just do 5-10 minutes of each thing that I'd maybe go through. First of all, I'm working on this mech guy, so I'm just going to open that up just now. Save it as a project. Yeah. So I've done a bit more in this since I last posted an update. I'm just going to work on the back of his legs here, I think. I like to change the background to like crazy colours now and again, just so I can see things better for some reason. Don't like it when it fades to black. So I quite like red. It makes my eyes adjust a bit better. Right, so first of all, what I would do here is make a copy of the subtool. Duplicate that, and then I'm in solo mode, so I'm just seeing whatever subtool I'm on. And if I do the Control Shift, choose lasso, and isolate this part, turn symmetry off as well. I'm just going to undo that because I kind of want to see the rest of it. Okay. Yeah. I worked into this part here. Yeah, I should do it. I can possibly do it in 2 sections. Let's do the calf area. Delete that area. Export this out. This is a 3D coat that I'm using. So if I just find that file, God, where is it? I have no idea where the file will be. 72 maybe. Oh, important. I should know where it is. Import reference mech. What's that? Yeah, that's where it is. Thought about doing the live stream things, but I don't really trust it for my computer doing what it's meant to do. I've had so many problems, but since then I've had a computer upgrade. I still like the YouTube thing because more people can watch your video when they want to and not have to sign in or be around at the right time, and I'm not under pressure either. I'm only under pressure to make a small file size, and talking halfway through it doesn't really help, so I'll just batter on here. I'm just just using the points and faces mode to retopologize onto this high poly mesh. You notice in Zbrush I'm working in really high poly counts. It's just because I can really, and there's nothing to say, oh, work low poly. I'm using Zbrush at the end of the day, and it's what it's designed for. So I like to work high poly, and then I can refine it this way, get down to the topology I want as well. Yeah, 3D coat is it's a good way to get your topology working more for you. Let's see, I've got a triangle here, see that? Could add another point. Means that's should have 4 verts on it, but it doesn't look like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's no way around it. Sometimes you end up with a triangle and you don't want it. So what I'll do is I'll delete that face here, and I'll go back to that. Create a face there, one there. And just create another face here and here. That way I've got all polys, all quads. You see the old mesh is shown through a fair bit. It's really because there's more definition in the high poly, and these faces are just like an approximate, they're meeting the surface of it. Basically they're kind of meeting onto some surface, so I can move these around, or I can just add into the split rings and I can get more definition here. And this is how you know your topology is right, when it follows these kind of patterns. You can put extra, you know, at the hard surface area, you know, where it's going to be quite sharp. Just put extra ones. Normally I was doing this in Maya, like I was going back to Maya and adding all this, you know, creasing and stuff like that, but I decided why not just do it here and save another process, because I can tighten these up and make it quite sharp in Zbrush. Plus I'll divide it again anyway. So that's good to send back, so I'll just go to my retopo and export selected, and I'll call that temp. It's fine, replace it. I just use that one file constantly, just saving over it. Back into Zbrush and import temp. And sometimes you get an error because, well, I've no idea why I get an error, but let me just save it out as something else. See what happens. So I'll try just export this time, and I'll call this export. And there we go. So imported it, and it's went straight back in over the mesh I was working on, I think. Yeah, which is fine. It's fine. So I've got this refined version. It's in place as well. Before I start dividing the geometry, I'm just going to use the subtool master, which you can find up here. Subtool master, and I can mirror the current subtool. I can mirror a copy of it if it wants. So I think it's actually wanting to crash on me just now. It's going to crash in a second, or do what I've asked it. Let me just escape a few times. Yeah, it's completely lost. Sometimes Zbrush is a pain in the ass because it just doesn't want to work. Task manager. It says it's running, so it must be doing something. Alt tab sometimes helps. right up here. I don't know what that means. No idea. I don't know if that's because I'm recording, but I'm going to end Zbrush. Yeah, that ended fairly swiftly. And I'll start it back up again. So if it wants to. Oh, it's been a pain. Anyway, I'll pause and I'll come right back. Yeah, I had to go in and end the process instead of just trying to end the program. Okay, so I've got Zbrush back up here. And it's kind of playing up a little bit. You can tell, because normally it would have brought up the light box already. It's kind of like keep up as soon as I unpause the video. So either it doesn't like screen recording, or it's kind of lacking memory at the minute. See, there we go, it's like seriously slow. Just check I've got one open. Just the one. Okay. So back to where was that? File open. So I was working on those calves there. Not the tool, subtools. Okay, right, if I just import, and I want to maybe just insert, I'm going to insert something here and then import over it. I think the way I've got the settings, whatever I import is just going to overwrite whatever subtool I'm sitting on, so I better do it this way. Import the export, there we go, there's there. And if I now draw in this guy, you can see I've revealed the retopologized calf shape there. Now I just need to duplicate that. Again, I use the subtool master mirror. Yeah, let me pause. Maybe it's okay. It didn't like screen record as usual. Zbrush tends to play up when there's other things going on that require video memory. So I've created the copy of the calf there. You can see it's still red in here. I'm just going to choose the mRGB and just fill the object. So I've got it in my little quick panel here. To make your own menus, I better show you that, because you're probably wondering how I made my little quick panel. But if you go to preferences and choose config and do enable customize, then you can create a new menu by going to preferences again and custom UI, and then you just click on this create new menu and whatever you call it. So give it a name, I'll just call it new menu, and it appears up here, but it automatically goes in alphabetical order as soon as you click it, which is a pain. So there it's there, and I'll just click that, the little circle with the arrow, and it drops it. So it's up here, and let's say I want to have Go Z in my little quick menu. So if I hold down Control and Alt and click and drag, just pop it up there, then I get a copy of it. So I can like put all my little click tools, like I can do it with anything from material, like Control Alt and just drag. And let's say I want the colour picker as well. Go Z, and I could. The problem you see here is like it's actually dragged those away. So I tend not to do those because for some reason it doesn't make copies of those, it just takes them. So it's a bit of a pain, stuff like that. And it's right there anyway, so I always leave like that panel open. And if you want to like assign a shortcut to it, then you do Control Shift. Sorry, don't do it. You have to, like, once you've done your panel, your customized panel, just turn off enable customize, and I think it's Control Shift. Try Control Alt again on it. There you go. And it usually says something. So where is it? New menu. It's up here, right? Control Alt. Press, and it says press any key combination to assign the key, or press Escape. But if I move away from it, it cancels anyway. So you have to like hover over it, press Control Alt, and click, and now choose key combination whilst you're still hovering over it. So I can do like Alt and W, right? So every time I press Alt and W, that comes up a little panel. So I've got my one assigned to just pressing A. So I press the A key, I get my little one. It's got fill object with the current material and RGB, back face mask, so it doesn't affect the other side of the model when I'm drawing and stuff. Mid value for it's like custom alphas. When you're dragging them out, sometimes they've got a square edge. You can alter that so that the square edge eventually disappears. Grab doc for grabbing the document, turn it into an alpha. Click it just now, there you see I've got an alpha of my guy based on his depth, based on his distance to the camera. The closer, then the higher the peak. So basically it's the peak, that's the trough area, kind of like that. What else have I got? I've got lazy mouse plus the radius, so I can turn that on and off there quite easy, and adjust the radius. Curve mode for doing curves using lazy mouse. Never used it, but I put it there so that I would see what it does. So I'm working on this, but I'm going to do Alt and Tap. I'm working on this now. If I do so, you can see that. I'm going to change the background. So I'll just do this, look about with the range in the centre, the rate, so I can see it a bit better. So there we go. Lazy mouse does this curve, and I have no idea. Whoa, there you go, that's what it does. I'm drawing with that alpha, it's maybe not a good idea. Right, so let's do freehand. That's pretty cool for making curves. So I've made the curve, and I think I'm actually drawing on it now. Yeah, that's wicked. Let's see what else you can do with this curve. Usually you can alter points, so I'll hold down Control, nothing, Shift, nothing, Alt, it just draws in the way using the curve. Yeah. I'm trying these different key combinations to see if I get any more control over this curve. But you can see when I hover over it, I get this little kind of height influence, and I think if I make the brush bigger, I'll be able to pull that further. But look how sweet that curve is. That's quite smart. So that's another cool tool, and I'm going to definitely make use of that, maybe for more organic models, but you can make quite sharp turns with it as well. So you have to create the curve and then draw on it. Okay. Another one, draw on it. And I think it only moves on to another curve once you've actually drawn on it, or you move to a different area. Yeah. So that's what that is. What else have we got here? Subtool Master. Basically, for any subtool you can do these different things. I only ever really use it for mirror, because I work on one side and I export. and it doesn't like it when I open this for some reason. I have to pause the video, come back. See, I had to pause the video there. Right, so we've got delete hidden, which just means when I hide parts, like I've hid the rest of it, and I do delete hidden, it means that wouldn't exist anymore. Whereas I can do control shift and tap, and I'll flip it, or control shift and drag. Control shift and tap, and it brings back the rest. Sometimes it's a bit of farting about. Yeah, it's a tap, I must have dragged. Sometimes when you drag, it flips it. If you tap it, it brings everything back. And I've got export, just for a quick export of what I'm working on. So where was I? Okay, solo off, and back to those knees, and where are they? Oh yeah, there wasn't knees, it was calves. Okay, so I'm going to press X and turn the symmetry back on. BMV, so I do all these shortcuts. B for the brushes, M for the moves, and V is your standard move. I'm just going to drag things around. I can mask off this middle area just so I don't affect that too much. Just drag these bits about. Kind of want to drag them into the leg, but I've already changed that mesh so that I can see this. And if I don't want to see everything, I can work in solo. Just smooth around that, and then I turn the mask off. Smooth there. BH is to hard flatten. That. And I can divide again. Divide the shift and D will divide. Or control D, sorry. Control D will divide, and then shift and D will go down a division, D will go up a division. So I can bring back the rest of that. If I hold down Alt when I'm doing a polish, it will add geometry to it. So I can work out those. So I get what I want. BDS is the main standard brush, which is a really fine stroke through it. So I've not got enough definition, so I'm just going to press Control D, divides again. There's plenty of division now, so I can put some little kind of calf muscles in there, like that or something. Suggestion of it, at least. Or some design that would resemble something. In this case, don't have to bother too much. So yeah, I mean, I'm not really in the mood to work, as I can tell. I'm kind of looking at this and thinking it looks crap. It's probably because I'm not in the mood to do this kind of work. So I usually find that that'll happen, and I'll just abandon it, because making something like that to me is fine, but I should really be making more cool stuff. So if I can't make it tonight, I'll come back to it another night, because I know I'm just going to end up doing stuff like this and being erratic. That means I'm not in the mood to work tonight on this particular thing, so I'll just delete that. Okay, yeah, it doesn't work when it's recording, so yeah, I'm not even bothered saving the file, because I can just start again. So might be that I'm in a different mode tonight, so I'll go into Photoshop, muck about, get ideas for things. Put high res there. Typical res I go for is 2333 by 1800. Don't know why I like that, it's just the proportions are nice for the screen, I guess. background layer, I tend to rename that, and then starting a layer above it. I'll usually colour the background like anything other than white, like an off-white or something. I can tell already this isn't going to perform right when I'm recording, so let me just prove that. Yeah, see, it's not dragging. It's only working when I tap, which means it's crap, because I can't even draw. Now, what I could do, possibly, if I've got it here, is use Lazybrush, which is something I've been making. So if I can find that, and that'll be under Black Angel, Lazybrush. I've been coding this in Gamemaker. I've got the latest version of Gamemaker. I've been using it since version 5. I quite like it. So you can see this is working okay. I knew it would because it's totally dependent on the code. It doesn't depend on pressure or anything like that through the graphics tablet. So it's that press space to cycle brushes. I forgot how to use this because I've not used it in a while. Press C to clear the doodle. Oh, yeah, see, there we go. So there's a lot of cool stuff I want to add to this, but change mode. DX alpha, DX hard. I'll go for DX hard, I'll clear the screen. Right, so let's see what I can make in this Lazybrush. I want to make it more, yeah, make it more with this now. X to increase, Z to decrease, so X to increase. There's what a code, like I wanted Zbrush to do is like when you press the button, it just automatically gets, like if I keep pressing it, then it gets smaller. So it'd be cool to implement this into the code, so I'm going to do that just now. So I've not really opened this in a while. So I know that when I'm pressing Z or X, and it's a press event. But what I could do is add another key. So I'll duplicate that and I'll do a keyboard, and I'll just do D, and that'll be like, this key will be for, this key will drag the ink towards the mouse point. So in this case, if radius is greater than 1, radius minus equals 1. So it just means if the length of the line is like more than 1, then it's just going to start getting smaller whilst I'm pressing the D key. So let's test that. I kind of wanted this in Zbrush because it meant you could draw straight lines. If like you draw a line like this, oh sorry, if I put the number up high, I'll keep pressing X, and I might change these buttons to if you hold it down, so like that, and I hold down D, then it just draws straight to it. So yeah, let's look at X and Z. So let me change these. Change these to keyboard, letter X. Radius is less than 60 radius, but so let's make the radius higher, able to go higher than that. So let's say 200. Can have a really big radius then, and it's going to go up really fast because of the screen rate that I've got it set at. So I'll do radius plus equals, I'll do FPS is a built-in variable. So if we're going at 30 frames per second, divide that by 30, that becomes 1. Going to 60, divide that by 30 becomes 2, so it's going to go faster depending on the frame rate. Which we don't want. So I'll do 30 divided by FPS. So it's 30 divided by 30 is 1. 30 divided by 60 is 0.5. So the faster the rate, the better it's going to be. And I'll just do plus 0.001 just so it's not divided by 0. I should do it in this part actually. I'll just bracket that off so it does that first. Right, so that's going up the way, that's pressing the X key, and I'll duplicate that for the Z key. Let me just look at the Z key's code. Greater than 2 minus equals 1, so duplicate that and do keyboard Z. And when you do these keyboard events, it means like if you're holding the key down, when these press events is when you actually press the key. There's also another one if you release the key. So these are the ones I want. So Z, this would be greater than 1. Take away that mistake. Greater than 1 radius minus equals, and it'll be the same thing there. So it should be really quick. Maybe too quick. A bit worried about how high it's going to go. So if I look at this number, that's not bad. It's going up at a good rate, but you can see it's got a decimal to it, and I don't think it's going to matter. And the good thing is it goes up as I'm drawn. This went up to 200. There you go. I'm pressing it to go down. It's going away slowly. That's almost 1 to 1 there. There's no really any. There's no Lazybrush. I'll keep pressing it. That goes up and up. Let's see what this D key does then. Yeah, it kind of does a fast countdown. So it'd be good to do something else, like start here, go over there. So I could maybe, if I hold down the right mouse button or something, then it puts a kind of hold on drawn at all. So how would I do that? Well, press the mouse button, I start to draw that, and then it's not going to start drawing until it gets to that limit, the 200 limit. So let's see, how could I do this? And if I look at my draw event, I've got all this crazy stuff. I don't remember what it does because I've not commented it, but let's turn it all in English. Mouse check button NB, that equals true. So if there's no mouse button pressed, make the XX and YY the last known mouse position. So I'm just storing the mouse position into these new variables that I can muck about with. And it's going to draw a line from those stored variables to that. So if I'm going to let go or something, not too sure what's in here, but yeah, I make these surfaces here. It's really complicated actually. I can't even explain half of it to myself. I've got these different modes set up. Right. But this is the point. So it's going to draw something. It's not drawn anything there. Draw sprite, right? Depending on these modes, it's going to draw sprite at some position. So let's say, and mouse check button, NB right equals, so false. hopefully this will work. So it won't draw anything from holding down the right mouse button. And when I let go of it, it will. I'm just guessing here. I'm holding down the right mouse button, not doing anything, I'll let go of it, and it's drawn again. So it's a good way of missing the areas out, but you can do that anyway by just letting go of the button. So that's not what I'm after. That's not what I'm after. What I'm after is for the radius to be massive or something. So if point distance is greater than radius, then it's going to do this. So if it's greater than radius and I'm not pressing the right mouse button. Let's try that. There we go. I'll let go and it's going to do that line. So that's perfect, that's what I want. Now I don't even need that D button because it's kind of doing it when I use I can choose any length that I want here and just let go and it does that automatic. You can notice it skips bits out now and again. I think that's just the way Gamemaker's updating. I have no idea why it's doing it. Let me choose a bigger brush and maybe see it. You can see it a bit better, so I'll use this fuzzy thing. It's probably just because it was like so small. But yeah, now I can get some nice stuff happening. Just different brushes. Just change the mode. Clear that. And you see I've got an absolute mess going on because when I clear the screen it just switches. Oh, that's another thing, when I press C it's kind of switching surface free, surface lazy, so it's creating one that it's made before. So I need to be able to do a surface clear. So if HUD mode equals really just want to like remove everything, so I could fill the screen with a background colour like draw rectangle, and I'll do 0 0 1920 10. Is it an outline? No. Draw set colour, C underscore white. It's going to do that first, then it should hopefully work. So press C, you know, and it clears it and then brings it back. I mean, that really bugs the tits out of me. So it means if I change modes and do something and press C, it's just going to switch between them, and I'm not even clearing the screen. So there's something really going on. So let's just check these other things. There's the M key, there's a draw key. Now press the C key if HUD mode equals not equal to 2, because mode 2 is different. In some machines this wasn't working right and I had to do it a different way. So if it's not equal to 2, then do this. If it equals 2, then it just destroys, because all it does is creates loads of these little sprites and it lags the machine up like crazy. But it's the only way I could get it to work on some machines. I have no idea why it only works on some machines. So maybe I should have put my open bracket there. That's the first obvious thing. Let's try that. It's still coming back, and then I change the mode. I draw on that one, press C, and it's still switching. So that's bloody annoying. So let's look at different things here. Draw set color white, draw rectangle, no outline, surface free, surface lazy. Right, first of all you have to do draw set surface, draw set. No, must be surface. Surface set target. And then it would be surface reset target. Oops. This surface tool is really good. I can see it being used to make games like Worms or Lemmings, where you blow up the scenery and stuff like that. Plus it can be used for a whole lot of other cool stuff like this. Hopefully this works now. I'm just really guessing and clutching at straws here. Okay, press C, clears away. Oh, and it's totally cleared, that's good. Well, that's a start. Now I can't even draw anything because it keeps clearing the screen. So I press M, there we go. I can't see my Lazybrush line anymore. I don't know if I've got Lazybrush. Yeah, I can't see it for some reason. So it's obviously... Oh, and I'm getting some weird crashing. Something's going on. Oh, it stopped. Okay. So that's obviously rubbish. So there must be something here that I'm doing wrong. So let's see what surface commands I got. Surface copy, create, exists, free, reset, save par, reset target. Yeah. Pressing the C key, this has happened. And then crazy. Oh, I got a mistake there for one. Well, I got that there. Let me just check and see what. Right, okay, I always forget. Surface set target, surface lazy, draw set color, right, draw rectangle. Yeah, I could probably just take those two out instead of creating one again. Just clear it, or just fill it with that. See what happens. Okay, and press C, that clears it. Now I can't bloody do it again. When you press M it seems to work, so let's look at that. Well, that also recreates it. So I must be set target, just reset target. Why don't I just draw a big rectangle? Surely that should work. This is maddening. Why can't I figure this out? It's so stupid. All I want to do is clear the screen. Just draw a big rectangle. No. Bizarre. Right, well, no idea what to do. Why is it not doing it? What's this? Oh yeah. Split things for My other option is to create a big sprite. Let's call it SPR white. This is really tacky the way I'm doing this, but if this works, then surely the draw rectangle should work. So 1920 1080. Just fill that with white. Okay. Pardon me. Okay, so I'm going to draw the white background. And hopefully it's still in a sort of cycle where it can do that. So it's not clearing, and it means it's probably not. So I'll have to do this set target and reset target for it to be applied to that one that gets drawn. It might just be the timing is out. So press C and it clears it. But now I can't do anything. So obviously it has to like recreate it. So what I could do is just yeah, it's a bit tricky. Surface equals surface create. Undo equals surface create. Yeah, I've been trying to do this undo one as well. Press the U key to undo. Can get that to work though. So let's say I just do that one. I'm not even going to bother doing surface free. Let's save it just in case it gets crazy and crashes. Let's try this D key actually. The D key doesn't matter anymore. So I've solved it. Right, so press the C key and I can draw still. C again. Yeah, good. I can clear as I go. That's good, that's what I want. Press M to change the mode. Clear, 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 clear. Good, I've got it working now. Right, so I guess I can upload this. I'll tidy up the text a little bit when it's kind of doing something. Tidy up the HUD. See, I've no idea what it's doing. I think it might be hogging memory, so I'm going to just watch my task manager as I use it this time. Could have a problem. So let's play that again. So I'm just constantly clearing the screen to see if it's affecting anything. Yeah, I don't trust these new commands. I think they're hogging memory or something. So there you go, you can create these lines now, you can go a bit wild. You can go right up to 200 now with the lazy length. I think the only thing left to add is like some colours and some opacity, but really Lazybrush is just to get a vector based drawing out that you would take into Photoshop. because I've started getting too fancy with it, then it's not going to be Lazybrush anymore, it's going to be Photoshop with Lazybrush. I don't want to copy Photoshop, and it's good enough to use as it is. Plus, it's a lot of work, I don't have time for that, so I really just I like the second mode, you know, DX hard, because that's what you want. It means if you take it into Photoshop, like you print screen, then you're going to get, when you fill these areas in, you're not going to get like some pixels around here, like a fine line, because it's anti-aliased, so it's a lot better. And this is pretty good if you take your time with it. You can make some like cool tattoos or something. It just takes a little while to get used to, but it's great if you've not got a graphics tablet and you're just using the mouse. You can create these cool little guys, little logos. So I've got the clear button working, and I've got the lazy thing working a lot better as well. So if you draw, hold down the right mouse button, then you can move it around and let go of the right mouse button, and it will only draw to the lazy length actually, so you want to bring that down to 0, and you can manually set by right clicking where you want it to be, but then it's going to do it in these stages unless you set the minimum up here. So it's a bit Z and X. I've got my finger on Z and X constantly, and I'm just really drawn away here, and I can clear Z, X and C. Okay, I'll upload this now and I'll let you have a shot at that. Performance wise, it's doing this as I was using it. Memory, didn't really use much. I've got Photoshop open as well, and Camtasia and Skype and other stuff. So well, that's my typical night, and now it's almost bedtime. So I hope you enjoyed watching what I would do in a typical night after work, and then fall asleep shortly. I'll upload this video overnight and shouldn't take too long. And have a good night. Goodbye.